Alright guys, so now we move on to the main topic of the session. So we're going to be focusing on short distance passing. Now, there is a misconception that short passing and passing, they are the same. But technically, that is incorrect. Because as you see, it's about 7 or 8 yards here. With improper technique, you will not see the poor technique being shown on display here. But when you extend that distance to pick out the target, you will identify if your target is weak or if your target is not weak. Alright, so within the short distance pass, there's about 7 or 8 steps that goes into passing the ball from there to there. And we are going to take you through each step one by one. Alright guys, to get the best perspective and the best angle of the 7 or 8 steps that's involved in the short passing, we will now zoom in on the ball and Jeremiah for you to get that proper angle and see it firsthand, what it entails to make a short distance pass the proper way, right? So the first step, Jeremiah now has to look at the target to assess the direction, the distance and time, and his eyes must be focused. So Jeremiah now approaches the ball, look at his target, which is his brother on the other end. Now we place our non-kicking foot approximately 6 inches away from the ball, to the side in line with the ball. The non-kicking toe pointed forward, right at the target. This will allow for the ball to travel in the intended direction. The next step, non-kicking foot knee must be bent slightly, chest over the ball. This action will keep the ball from rising off the ground, right? So your chest and your head both over the ball, that will keep the ball from rising. Now we move on to the kicking foot. The kicking foot, which is his left foot. That foot, the toe of that foot must be pointed outward. As you can see. So raise your foot off the ground, Jerry. Good, excellent. Before striking the ball, the ankle must be locked. What is meant by lock? That means you kind of keep your ankle a bit firm. All right? The importance of keeping your ankle locked, that will determine where the ball will go. So if you unlock your ankle, most likely than not, you will be hooking the ball and the ball will not end up by its intended target. So the locking of the ankle really facilitates that short pass and it reaching its intended target. The next step, withdraw kicking foot backwards slightly. Go, Jerry, a little further. Good. Power and speed of the pass. On impact, we are hitting the ball with that broad surface, the inside part of the foot. Right, so this surface right here, raise your foot, this surface right here, that's where we're going to strike the ball. Right, that part of the foot. When it comes to the surface of striking the ball, there are two surfaces, the vertical and the horizontal line. The vertical line is this line coming down to the middle here, but Jerry wants to strike the horizontal line. So his ankle will be locked using the broad surface of his foot, and he's going to strike the horizontal line of the ball. Let's go, Jerry. Good. So, as you can see there, Jerry had a smooth and low flow through the ball. A smooth and low flow through the ball. What we do not want is this. So you realize now Jerry's foot came higher up. We don't want that high flow. It has to be low, hit through the midline, horizontal midline, and it has to stay low, a low flow. Not, and unlock your ankles now, Jerry. So Jerry's ankle was unlocked there, so you can clearly see he didn't even hit the ball with the right surface. Right? So you realize the ball did not end up at the intended target. Good? So that was the basic steps for the short distance pass using the inside of the foot. Right, so now we're going to enter into a little session here now with Jeremiah and Jair. We are going to now make use of the technique we just learned. So we're going to do a little drill here. Basic, nice and easy. Let's go, guys. Good, nice prep play. Look at the technique that it's being maintained. Looking at the target. Non-kicking foot alongside the ball. Ankles locked, good. Excellent. Good touch. Good firm pass. So guys at home, remember, engage sibling, any family member, friends, or if not, if it's just you, you can do this drill against the wall. You know, that's fine as well. Right, so now we're going to move on with a slight variance of the short distance pass. This time, the only difference is Jerry is going to be using instep / laces for the short distance pass. All the steps on the lead up to that remains the same. Good? So what Jerry is going to do now, he's going to slowly just walk through in his mind the steps, and you can do it at home as well. Importantly as well, you want now to give yourself a little more space alongside the ball for this one. This is necessary because you want to now pivot that hip. Give yourself enough leg room and space to hit and strike the ball. Good? So you want to, so it goes a little beyond that 6 inches now, right? So those are the two variances from the drill before, right? So Jerry, let's go. Good. So now guys, as you see, we're moving on to the other pass that we did. The pass with the laces / instep. The technique remains the same, apart from the two variations we talk about. That placing the non-kicking foot to allow the pivot of the hip. And of course, the kicking foot, toes pointed downwards, ankles locked. Ankles locked there. Come on, Jair. Get through that ball. Come on your toes. Come on. Excellent there, Jerry. Good. Touch that ball into space. Come on. Into space there, Jair. Good. Good firm pass. Good. And that's it, guys. So now we move on to the last progression. We are going to include some switch and speed work with the passing. So go. Every 3 passes, they switch positions. So there is a mixture of inside and laces with the passing. Every 3 passes, they switch. 1, 2, 3. Stop. Good. Good switch. Excellent. Good. Play. Come on. 1, 2, 3. And you all at home, remember always when we pass in, break down the steps in your head. Before we reach to a certain level, we need to get the technique down first. Right, guys? Come on. Let's go. So, come on. Move. Good. 1, 2, 3. And great job, guys.